Hi, happy Halloween. I know my appearance from this horn on my head may have startled you, but this was from my Halloween costume 2 years ago now when I was the stuffed unicorn from Despicable Me, and my girlfriend happened to be Agnes. We did like a whole photo shoot with it. It was a cute costume. Last year I happened to be Brock from Pokemon. This year I don't really have something planned, but by the time this comes out, I might have something. I might just go as a unicorn again, just for it's easy. But I mean, hey, that's kind of besides the point because we're here to look at some posters. All right, to start, we have this tequila poster. This is again like kind of one of my more favorites of the season. I have about like 10 of them from the first year that I would absolutely print out. And when I get a new place, I'm absolutely going to be printing a lot of these out, or at least my favorite ones. But we have tequila to start, and this actually came from, I wasn't legally allowed to drink yet, but I had asked my mom what her favorite drink was, what her favorite alcohol was, and she said tequila. This actually happened to come from my inspiration piece, which had tequila already on here. So I just thought, oh, okay, yeah, that's perfect. I can kind of look at this and derive some inspiration from it, like in the elements and that kind of stuff. So looking down here at kind of like the first thing that I grabbed off the internet, I saw this very simple tequila poster. I then went to like this more detailed one, and then kind of going over here to this very clean vector one. I also still wanted to stay with some of this design that was happening in the original. So I decided to just take my mouse and start drawing it. And it kind of started with the cup just to make sure that I could get the glass right. The liquid went pretty easily, just getting that 2 layers. And then having the lime on it, as can be seen pretty much every photo with tequila, you always have it with lime. And then I happen to add, like is in this photo here, that little salt ring around the top. And then with this typeface up here, this is actually one of my favorites to use. It's called Let's Jazz Regular. I absolutely love that typeface, but I used it throughout the entire thing. Oh, I guess I could have just looked down here. This wasn't outlined yet. Having the color kind of come from this poster just so I could have the foreground colors pop, and being able to make the tequila color just everywhere, pulling kind of from this color of this orange and then the darker color coming all together. I really liked it, and I had sent this to my mom when I had finished. She said like this was really good and that she might actually want this after I'm all done. And I haven't made prints yet. I do plan to eventually, but this is what the first poster is. I hope you enjoyed, and let's move on to the next poster. Gosh, here we go again. Just another one that I really liked out of the first year of posters. So this one is just called Art is Subjective, very easily. And I don't have this outline, so I'm just going to show you right away. It's called Rachel Roman within the regular font. Back in the day, really wanted to know how to do like this mesh, just because of the inspiration image that was also doing the mesh that happens to also be from Bauhaus. And I didn't want to do another exhibition or even gallery showcase, so I decided to just make it where I would have someone looking at this cool like framed photo of this mesh, kind of like a topography map almost. And for those who don't know what topography means, it's just like elevation levels. But looking at this one, I was able to find out how to like duplicate the lines, just another like design trick that I also happened to learn while doing this. It was to like duplicate all of these lines in an even order without just like command or control D'ing all the way down and then spacing them out properly. I also found out how to perspective skew the image. Just in this one, I found out how to do more things within my design program. And these are still things that I will use today in my more modern designs. And then the next element here is just myself in a suit that I kind of just cobbled together, making a very basic shape, posing like someone would be looking at it. And while people might not like what the art is. Some people might, and thus the saying art is subjective, as in like everyone kind of says that. And then I did use a mask square here to act as this corner point for these words, and everything still continuing past it, but I thought this was just a really nice little unobtrusive ending point right down there in the corner. And I kept it all black and white because I felt like it just fit with the original here, just being the black and this more like beige color. So yeah, that's the second poster. Like I said, when I just opened this is again one that I actually really liked, and not only for its composition, but it also taught me a lot in year one about how I could further my design process. I digress. We're going to move on to the last poster of today's video. Alright, so to end off the video, it's going to be a very simple one, with the Milky Way being our theme, and this happened to come from the inspiration of just all the planets within our solar system, so I decided to just do the Milky Way as it is our galaxy. Just a very simple swirl with stars kind of cut out of it, just coming into that point. And I thought this really nice swirl that is not perfect could actually be really nicely paired with this typeface called Double Bass within the bold font. And I happened to use this trick again, where I would let an artificial border take place, but then the elements would actually break out of this border, like the edges over here, and then same with over here, as you can see where it would bleed off just a little bit. And then I happened to create another border here, just having some more information about the galaxy, being surrounded by 150 groups of ancient stars, and they live within the Milky Way's halo and orbit the galactic center. Some of these ancient stellar clusters are among the oldest in the universe, and I thought that was super cool. And I couldn't do another interstellar one, so I went with this. I think it looks good, and I happened to use the cream color that was being used here, and then instead of just going straight off of like the space color that they were using, I thought that was a little too bland for this, so I decided to do this nice deep blue for the background. Like I said, it's a super simple one. Oh, this typeface is called Rachel Roman, which I actually did use before if you caught wind of that, but it's a super simple one for this poster. So just like any video, please let me know which one you liked best. I know it's a little bit shorter today, but that's okay, because we'll be back next week. And please comment down below what your Halloween costume was. I would love to know what you went as, and if you didn't go as something, just like every other week, like I kind of just said, let me know what your favorite poster was. But please like and subscribe, because this is a new channel, and it'd help me out a lot. I will see you, and you, and you, and you. I didn't forget you, don't worry about it. In the next video. Love yous. Bye.